If you're just joining, I am Shalaya with Scott Lori Marketing, and today we are going over our website 101 class. So to start, you're going to want to go to agent.kw.com and sign into Command. Just a note that the username is not case sensitive, however, the password is. If you have any trouble signing in, if you click on this little eyeball icon here, that'll show you your password and you can make sure that that's typed in correctly there. So once your login is entered, we'll hit sign in. So once we sign into Command, the first thing we are going to do is go to the top right corner and click on our name. And we're going to go down to settings. So we are going to look for our marketing profile. So on the left side menu, we are going to select Connect Settings, and that's where our marketing profile is here. So you do want to make sure that your marketing profile is completely filled out before you start doing anything with your website, because all of your website and marketing materials feed directly from this profile. So we're going to go through all the steps of the marketing profile before we get started on the website building. So from top to bottom, we're going to start with our headshot photo. You do want to make sure that your photo is cropped to a perfect square. If it looks distorted here, it will look that way on your marketing. Once you crop it down, it should fix itself. If you need any help cropping your photo, you can send it over to us and we can get that cropped for you. Next, we have our team logo. So if you are on a team, you might have a team logo to use for your marketing. If not, we do recommend still having some kind of image here because some marketing materials pull from that team logo. So if you don't have an image uploaded here, it can show up as a broken image on your marketing. So you can use either a KW logo or a realtor logo, and we do have those on our class notes to grab. So if we go over to our class notes, we have that realtor logo here as well as a KW logo. So you can use those in that team logo spot. Next, we have our information. So you do want to make sure that your name matches your name on your license to be sure you are compliant. And then you have your license number. Again, if you're on a team, you can put your team name in here. Professional job title. If you have a business slogan that you use, you can put a slogan in here. Next, we have our designations and credentials. So if you are not sure how to get this little realtor logo here, on your keyboard, if you hold down the Alt button and then type in 0174, that'll give you that icon there. So next we have our military affiliations. So we can select our military branch in here. After that, we have our bio. So for your bio, you do want to make sure that it is formatted the way you want it to look on your marketing. So if you have line breaks within your bio, this is where you want to make sure those are entered in, because this is how it will look on your website. Next, we have our contact information. So you have your mobile phone number. Other countries, you have the option to grab this drop-down box and select your country code. Your office phone number for your market center. Next, we have our email. So if you have a business email that is not a KW email address, you can use that. You do not have to use your KW email address here. Next, we have our website URL. If you have a custom website, you can enter that here. If you are using the KW websites, you do want to make sure you have this HTTPS here. That is what makes your link clickable on your marketing. And you also want to be sure that you do not have www in front of your website, as the KW sites do not work with that. Next, we have our market center information. We do recommend checking to be sure that this is correct. If by chance you've maybe transferred market centers or your office has moved or anything like that, just be sure that this is reflecting the correct office information for you. Under that, we have our compliance items. So we have our legal footer text. So if your market center requires any legal verbiage to go in here, you can enter that there. You do not need to add in that each office is independently owned here. That is already automatically on Ola Marketing. So if you type that into this box, it's going to show up twice. Next, we have our legal footer links. So, for example, our Texas agents do require consumer protection notice and their broker service information. And New York agents require their standard operating procedures. So this is where those links can be entered into your marketing here. Under that, we have legal footer images. So we don't really recommend using this to like advertise vendors or anything like that. You can use it for like additional credentials or something. These are very small. They are like thumbnail size. You'll see in the description, they are 128 by 48 pixels. So they're not very big. Next, we have our social media links. So this is where you can add the direct links to your business pages. So you have the option to use Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if you have a YouTube channel, as well as your LinkedIn. So by entering these links here, those are going to show up on your dropdown on your website, and I'll show you what that looks like. So your dropdown menu is here. So this is where those social media links will go. And then at the bottom, you will see Google Analytics. Right now, Google Analytics is not working with Command. They have recently updated their procedures. So Command is working on an update to get that working for you. So once you've made all your changes, you will click Save. Once you save it, you'll get a pop-up message here stating that your marketing profile was successfully saved. Now, the next thing I will point out here is at the top of this page on the right side, you'll see this toggle for use my information to brand my agent site. You want to make sure this is always toggled on. If you're not seeing this green color and it's gray, that means it's not on. That means your profile is not feeding to your marketing like it's supposed to be. So once we have our profile all done and filled out, now we can get started on the website. So we're going to go to our left side menu. And if you're not quite familiar with these icons yet, if you click on the red KW in the top right left corner, it'll bring out a menu with a description of each icon for you. So we're going to go to the bottom one, which is consumer. Yes, so if your headshot is looking distorted, you want to make sure that it is cropped to a perfect square. If you need help cropping that, you can email it over to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we can help you get that adjusted for you. So once we get into our consumer tab, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the top right and click on Site and App Settings. And then once we get to this page, we're going to click on Learn More with Kelly Guides right here. And it's going to ask which guide you would like to complete. We are going to select Agent Site because we are going to build out our KW Agent website. Once you click Continue, it's going to take you into the website building guide, which is our Kelly guide here. And for this, we are going to follow along with our notes. So I will drop those in the chat box again for you in case you missed them. So now we're going to go ahead and click on Get Started. This is just going to give you a compliance reminder, just reminding you to stay within compliance. So to start off, we are going to select our domain name. So on the right-hand side is where you are going to edit your pages. And then all of this on the left side is a preview of what it looks like. So you're going to go ahead and enter your domain name here. Once you have that entered in, you will hit confirm. And it says, congrats, you have claimed your subdomain. Now, if by some chance the domain you are trying to pick has already been taken by another agent, you will get a message that it's not available and you will have to pick a new one. And it does give you some information on what you can do. So 30 maximum character length, you can't use any spaces, no special characters. So you cannot put periods in here. So if you want to put periods to separate your name or anything, that does not work. However, you can add a dash. So if you do want a separator there, you can add a dash in there. So next we are going to click on the marketing profile drop down here. So this is going to be all the information that we just entered into our marketing profile. So you can go through and make sure that everything is reflecting correctly. So in the biography box here, you'll see it has those line breaks in there for you. We're just gonna keep going and make sure everything carried over properly. We have our headshot photo, our logo, our team logo. And then there's those social media links. So once we are done with this part, we will save and continue. So here we're going to select the style and theme. So red theme and dark theme. These are just accent coloring. They're nothing major. So in the top corner and bar here, that's where those colorings will change if you decide to change these. Your homepage text. So this is what shows up above this search bar here. So if you wanted to use different wording there, you can change that. Down here, we have our hero images. So these are the images that show up behind the search bar on the homepage. And I'll go to our website so you can see that live here. So this is the hero images and it kind of slides through them. Just like that. So you can have up to 5 images in here at a time. So if you do want to use your own images, you would just need to delete one or more of these to upload new images to this. Once that's done, we will save and continue, and that's going to take us to our next page. So this is going to be our company site. So typically you would put your market center information up here. We are going to put in Scott Oden Marketing. And then for this, we are going to use our class notes. So over here, so this is going to be for our company page. So we have the text for our intro paragraph. So we're just going to highlight that and we're going to right click and copy. And then we can take this back over here and go to content. So we have our page header here. We'll highlight that and delete it, and then right click and paste. Oh, let's just set there. This is going to be our header here. And then our intro paragraph is going to go in this box here. So you can follow along with those notes. So next we have our section 1 headline. It says to delete that. So we will find that headline here and delete that text. And then for our section 1 paragraph, we will highlight all of that. And we're going to right click and copy. And go back and paste that into this paragraph box here. So we'll do the same thing for each of these boxes. So again, headline 2, delete, and then section 2 paragraph, we will copy and paste into here. Then if we scroll down further, we have footer title and footer paragraph. So once again, we'll go back to our class notes. We have our footer title here. And these are just examples for you to use. You can customize this text however you would like. So once we have all of those boxes filled out, we will go back up to Search Engine Optimizer. So this is where we can make sure our URL slug is in here. So it's already going to be set to About Us, so we don't need to change that. And then under that, we have our SEO description. If you want to add your SEO descriptions in here now, you can do that. And then once everything is filled out, we will continue to go to the next page here. So next is our About Me page. So this is automatically going to pull your headshot in from your marketing profile, as well as your bio. Now you'll see the bio here does not have line breaks in it. If we go over to our website, once it's done, it will show those line breaks in there. So again, your URL slug is automatically going to be set there for you. And then you can enter an SEO description if you would like to. And then if we go down to content, so this is going to pull right from your marketing profile here. So your job title that you have in your marketing profile will show up there. And you can edit this as well. So this is the information that is under the About Me right here. So if you want to change the wording of that text, you can edit that in that box there. Your bio title. And then your bio here. And then down at the bottom, we have contact title. And then your contact phone number, as well as your contact email. So once that is all looking correct, we will continue. And then next we have our contact page. So it's automatically going to be set to contact us, and your URL slug is contact. If you would prefer this to say contact me, you can take that out and adjust that. And then again, your SEO description here. And then we can go down to content. So anything that you change on this right side here will reflect on here. So again, if you want to change contact us to contact me, we can adjust that. For intro paragraph here. For the intro paragraph, you can use any kind of wording you would like to, or you can leave it blank. We can put reach out for your real estate needs there. So message hint, so this is the text that shows up in this message box here. It just kind of gives them something to go off of when they're filling this out. You can change this to whatever you would like. And then phone number and email is what will show up at the bottom of the page. So once that looks correct, you will save and continue. So that was our 3 main pages there. So once you are finished, it takes you back out to the Kelly Guide. And you will see on the timeline up top that every step was completed. So now we will click on the X in the top right corner. And that's going to take us back out to our consumer tab. So on the right side here, under view, if these eyeballs are this teal color, that means the page is actively live on the website. If it is grayed out like this bottom one here, that means the page is not live on your website. At the top, if you ever forget what your domain is, or you need to grab your website URL or anything like that, you can see that right here. So there's your domain. And if we click on that, it will open our website up so we can see how those pages look that we just created. So first thing I'll point out, in the top left corner, you will see your Market Center logo and then your team logo. And then on the left side, we will click on this drop down here. So we have our company page, our About Me page, and our contact page. So we will just click through each of these and see how that turned out. So there's our title that we put in here and each of our paragraphs. So now we'll go to our About Me page. So once it's live on the website, you'll see that that bio does have the line breaks like it's supposed to. And then we will have our contact page. So all of these are now created and live on the website. So if we go back to command, I'll show you a couple other things that we can do here. So back in the top right, we're going to click on site and app settings again. So under general, this is where you can make some quick edits to your web page. So if you want to change the hero text, which again is the text that shows up above the search bar on the home page, you can edit that there without going back into the Kelly Guide. If you want to change your hero images at any time, those can be changed right here. Below that, you can set site registration limits. So if you want your clients to have to register and sign up on your website after viewing a certain number of properties, you can set that here. So you have the option for unrestricted, so they can look at anything without signing in. You have the option for 10 properties and then they have to register, or you have the option for 2 properties and then they have to register. And there is also an option for no property viewing. We don't usually recommend that because then your clients can't really do anything with your website without registering for it. You have the option to add virtual tours here. So you can select the listing and add your virtual tours. And then you have some additional preferences down here if you want to add things to your mobile app. And if we go back to the top, if we go to URLs, if you ever want to change your website domain at any time, this is where you can make changes here. And then this is also where you can find the URL for your mobile app. So that URL cannot be edited, but you can go ahead and copy it and share it. Next, we have featured listings. So you can feature up to 12 listings on your website. These will show up on the homepage of your website under the search. So if we go over here and scroll down, this is where those featured listings will show up. Those do have to be adjusted manually. They do not update automatically. So anytime you want to switch those listings out, you will have to go back in here and remove them or add additional listings as you need to. So back at the top, if we go to theme, you can change between the red theme and dark theme if you want to adjust those. And then agent site pages is where your pages are listed that are live on your website. So if you create additional pages, this is where you would be able to make those live and published. And we do go over that in our website 201 class. We do have that class on our YouTube channel, and we will also be teaching that one next Tuesday as well. So at the top, if we go back to our agent site pages, you'll see next to that we have landing pages. So landing pages are one-off pages. They are standalone pages that you can use for advertising listings, open house sign-ins, or really anything that you want to get creative with if you want a standalone web page to use for any marketing or branding. The guide builder. So the buying and selling guides are on the consumer app. So you can edit these for your consumer app by clicking the 3 dots over here and clicking on edit guide. And then next we have collections. This is where you can create collections for your clients to share. And we also have a separate class that goes over this as well. So that about wraps it up for today. Again, you can go back and watch this recording on our YouTube channel, either later today or tomorrow once it's been uploaded. Thank you for joining today. If you have any questions about anything or run into any trouble, you can reach out to us anytime at support@scottleroymarketing.com. Again, that's support@scottleroymarketing.com. Have a great rest of your week.